I Need to Know I Learned in the Forest is an essay that highlights the value of the forest and criticizes the perspective that the earth is dead, inert and a manipulable matter. Emphasizes the fact that earth is a living, nourishing mother. It also showcases Vandana Shiva's accomplishment. Vandana Shiva's ecological journey started in the forests of the Himalaya. Her father was a forest conservator, and mother became a farmer after fleeing the tragic partition of India and Pakistan. Women in Himalaya region knew the real value of forest. They were against logging because it led to landslides and flood, scarcity of water, fodder and fuel. As women provided the basic needs, they had to walk long distance to fetch water. Women knew the real value of forest was not timber from dead trees but the springs and stream, food for their cattle. One of the dramatic Chipko movement took place in Himalayan village of Advani in 1977. A village woman named Bachani Devi led resistance against her own husband who had obtained a contract to cut trees. When the officials arrived at the forest, the women held up lighted lanterns although it was bright daylight. When the forester asked them to explain, the women replied saying that they had come to teach him forestry. The forester retorted calling them foolish women and asked them whether they knew the real value of the forest and what the forest bear. For which the woman sang in chorus saying that the forest was soil, water and pure air, which sustains the earth and all that she bears. In 1973, Vandana Shiva visited her favorite forest to swim in her favorite stream before leaving to Canada to do her Ph.D, but the forests were gone and the streams barely flowed. This made her become volunteer for Chipko Movement and she spent her summer holidays doing padayatras and documenting deforestation and spreading message of Chipko Movement. Vandana Shiva has written a book named Monocultures of Mind. Biodiversity is where every species gets opportunity to sustain itself in cooperation with others. Failure to understand biodiversity and its many functions lead to improvement of nature and culture. It is crucial to practice biodiversity-intensive farming. Vandana Shiva realized this and started saving seeds from farmers' field and then realized that farm was necessary to demonstrate and train the people, hence she started Navdanya farm in 1994 in Doon Valley. Today they are able to conserve and grow 600 varieties of rice, 150 varieties of wheat and hundreds of other species. They practice and promote biodiversity-intensive form of farming that produces more food and nutrition per acre. The conservation of biodiversity-intensive farming is therefore very important. Navdanya farm has helped farmers to make a transition from fossil fuel and chemical-based monocultures to biodiverse ecological system nourished by the sun and the soil. The UN recognized rights to nature in 2011, thanks to Bolivia. This idea, rooted in indigenous wisdom, emphasizes living in harmony with nature. Cormac Cullinan argues that separatism, like apartheid in South Africa, is inherently destructive. We must move away from this harmful concept and recognize our shared humanity. Carolyn Merchant argues that the rise of capitalism during the scientific revolution shifted the view of nature from a living, nurturing entity to a collection of resources for exploitation. The Earth University is inspired by Rabindranath Tagore. The Earth University teaches us democracy, which is the freedom for all species within the web of life. And the freedom and responsibility of human as member of Earth family to recognize and protect, also respect the rights of other species. Earth democracy is ecocentric. It is a system of thought where the focus is on conserving the existing ecosystem that are needed to protect and sustain the web of life on the Earth. The other university are what we can say anthropocentric, where the focus is on protecting and sustaining the life of human beings. The Earth University is located at Navdanya, a biodiversity farm. The participants learn to work with living seeds, living soil and web of life. The participants include farmers, school children and people from across the world. Two of the most popular courses are the AZ of Organic Farming and Agroecology, and Gandhi and Globalization. Rabindranath Tagore started Shantiniketan School in West Bengal as a forest school. Tagore's essay, Tapovan, emphasizes the importance of forests in ancient Indian culture and their lessons for humanity.